Okay, so we're gonna learn about a couple different types of interest, and we're gonna use that to help us calculate the stuff for savings. Okay, so how much should you save? It's kind of up to you, but we're gonna learn how it's calculated at the bank so that you can best determine how much you wanna put away based off of what you've kind of put into the investment. So the first one we're going to look at, not used very commonly, but it's called simple interest. So let's look at what simple interest is. So simple interest is basically when you put in an investment. So let's say it's $250. If you put $250 as an investment, and let's just say it's going to be a one-time investment, and watch it grow over 5 years. So we put $250 in, you only ever get to make interest off of what the investment was. So for $250, if you, let's say you were gonna earn 5% interest. So those are the numbers we're gonna use, okay? So our contribution is going to be $250, okay? Our interest rate that we will get is going to be 5%. Okay, so we're just gonna watch that grow, and then basically our term for it is going to be 5 years. Okay, so let's just see what happens when we put those numbers in. So first things first, we need to figure out what 5% is as a decimal so that we can times it by our investment and know how that works. Okay, so 5% is out of a total of 100%, right? So if we actually divided those out on a calculator, we would get 0.05. And that's how we have to use the decimal in order to times any number and figure out the percentage of it, okay? So let's figure out what it would work like if we had earned 5% interest off of it. And let's call this in the first year. So you just put $250 in, okay, and the amount of interest that you would make off of that, so we would go and we would times that by 0.05, sorry, and our interest that we would make off of that in the first year would be $12.50. Okay, so when we're done at the end, we would have $262.50 when we add our investment and the interest up together. Okay, so in year 2, our investment was only $250. Okay, nothing changed, so we only get to make $12.50 off of what we put in again, and so we would have $262.50 in there. Sorry, we wouldn't. We would have that. We would have the $12.50 added on to it, so we would actually have $275 because we would have 2 years of interest. Sorry, I should have shown that properly. So now for year 3, we're still going to have the same investment, right? We're still going to make $12.50. Now we're going to we're only going to get to add the interest on, so now we're going to be at $287.50 when we add the interest onto it. And so you can see as we keep going on, all we ever get to add when we're doing simple interest is the interest every year. And we only get to make interest off of the amount that we put into the bank account. Okay, so after 3 years, you'd have $287.50 in there from getting 3 years of $12.50 in interest. Pretty basic. So we'll talk about compound interest next and how compound interest is different, because we're going to get to use our investment, our interest, and make interest off of those two numbers when we combine them together. Okay, but that'll be in the next video.